아, 나 아까 거기 그거 입력하고
How long
싶은데?
was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
하나씩
Minutes?
합시다.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my
그리고
senses were turned?
그
He
우리
made a note to be more
회의실에
careful with time from now on.
크리스를
When
거기에서
Stanley
꺼내라고
came to
되어
a set
있어요.
of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
자, 여기서
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
전화선을 뽑죠.
To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
왜냐면 난 인간이거든.
Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
스탠리가 아니에요. 진짜
I can't
사람이라고?
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong
다른
choices,
사람
you might have
말대로 하는
negated it
거가
entirely. It's as
사람이
though you completely
스탠리구나.
ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
난
Or did you
스탠리가
not
되지 않을
grasp
거예요.
the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Okay.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
스킵은
He could
못하네.
spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
말할지도 결정을 하잖아요.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
이미 여기서부터 망한 거 아닌가요? 아니 이미 여기서부터 게임이 지금 완전 망쳐져 있는 거 아니야? 여기서부터 약간 그죠? 여기서부터 이미 망쳐져 있었어. 내 탓이 내 탓은 맞는데 저 방에서부터 이미 이상했어요. 여기 틈이 있잖아. 아 못 내려가네. 못 가게 해놨네. 게임 붕괴.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
아니 PPL 받은 것도 아닌데 왜 가려? 오히려 왠지 어디서 카드를 픽업할 수 없나? 왠지 이 카드 키도 이거 열 수 있을 것 같은데. 오케이. 다시 가보죠. 이 게임을 붕괴시키겠다.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Fuel. 직장인들 커피로 일하죠, 일할 때.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
우리가 여태까지 못 본 엔딩이 2개 있잖아요. 하나는 우리가 작동시켰다가 DNA 안 맞아서 핵폭탄 폭발하게 되는 그거를 취소시키는 엔딩이고, 하나는 아기 엔딩 같아요. 4시간 동안 하면 4시간인지 모르겠는데 얼마나 해야 되는지 모르겠는데 그걸 계속 막다 보면 엔딩이 하나 있을 것 같아요. 근데 둘 다 너무 오래 걸려서 좀 못할 것 같죠?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
그래요? 그래요? 그런 거야? 정말? 열어줘! 문을 열어달란 말이야. 아니 더 이상 안 나오나? 한 번 더 해보고 안 나오면 아닌데?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
I hate Mondays.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
얘 얘기를
That
듣다
thought
보면
hadn't
자동으로
even
나가게
occurred to you,
해주는구나.
had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Child.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a
진짜
whole
연기 엄청
underground
잘하신다,
facility. You would have destroyed it and
갇혔어.
been victorious.
No.
It would have been
Okay,
so
okay.
perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story
너무
first.
재밌어요.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
같이 놀 사람 한 명 생긴 기분?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
이렇게 서
When
있었죠,
Stanley
아까.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
자, 이제 왼쪽으로 갑시다.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
그럼 우리 크리스도 구출해야 되는데? 크리스 어떻게 구출하나?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
깜짝이야. 크리스? 크리스?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
다쳤군요.
boss's office.
여기는 왜 없어졌을까? 오케이. 초록빵.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
오케이.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
어떻게 말하는 거야, 근데? 난 입이 없잖아. 뭐야, 나 그냥 이거 놀리려는 건가?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story.
음성인식
This is
되나요,
a
이거 혹시?
crucial step.
뭐? Night 115?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But
No!
you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for
I'm
you to
doing
suddenly
it.
decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it
말하고
means to
싶다고
take a
내
story
말하려고 지금
seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
뭐야, 근데 왜 이게 엔딩이에요? 나 근데 왜 말을 안 했어? 내가 그러면은 인간이긴 한데 말을 안 하기로 선택을 했다는 그런 뜻인가?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.